Hey, you guys want to play a different card game?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm tired of losing to Jake.
So, all right, here are the rules. I call it onesies. All right, so what you do is you take an object, and then you take the first letter of that object, and then you have to swap it with the exact middle letter of the object. Unless the object has an odd number of letters, then you round up. So if it's, an 11-letter object.
If it has an odd number of letters, the middle letter would be the middle one. If it has an even number.
Well, I'm talking mathematically. So if it's like a 12-letter object, then you go to the 6th letter. But if it's a 11-letter object, you also go with the 6th letter because you have to round up if you try and half it. Because it'd be 5.5 would be half of 11. So okay, you swap the first letter with the middle letter, and then you have to pick a color that's the same color of the letter that you swapped out of the middle, and then you have to name something that rhymes with something that's a color. So if I was the color I thought it was green, it would be like, a tree, and I'd think of brie, which is a cheese. So, and then I would say a quote from a movie that had cheese in it. I'd be like, you're cheesing me off, buddy, which is a quote from Die Hard. And then we have to guess based on the thing from the quote, what color you're thinking of, and the first letter that you swapped out of the word, it should be an object within the car.
I think you win.
Yeah.
You're cheesing me off, buddy.
I'm willing to try it.
All right. I'll think of a good one. Let's see.
Do you have these rules written down?
Man, I sure am thirsty.
What?
It's a quote from the movie. Now you have to think of what object I'm thinking of.
What object you're thinking
Yeah.
of?
Oh, and it's not something we see. This isn't that fucking I Spy game from earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man, I'm thirsty.
That's a quote from a movie.
And that has to
Yeah.
rhyme.
That's probably a quote from like 30 movies.
I'm certain it's a quote from a movie.
and
though.
that has to rhyme
the
with
first letter has to. You have to think of a word, and then that word rhymes with another word, and then the first letter of that word was the middle letter of the color of the thing I'm thinking of.
So, in your quote, "Man, I'm thirsty."
Yeah.
there's
None of those
something-
words have anything to do with the word that we're looking
No,
for?
except the first letter of the movie quote.
So M.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it has
M.
something to do with something in the car.
Yeah.
No.
No. It has. Alright, this is not that hard.
Is
Okay.
there-
The M.
Or
Okay.
M it has something to do with
The
an
color?
object.
With an
Another
object.
word that starts with M rhymes with the word that starts with the letter that used to be the middle letter of the color of the thing I'm thinking of.
Whoa.
Okay, so M is the middle letter of the color of the thing that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
So what colors have an M?
No, M is a word that
That rhymes with the color?
No, M is the first letter of a word that rhymes with the word that. Okay, so I'll deconstruct this for you. So, man, I'm thirsty starts with the letter M. What's an M thing that you would think of? I don't know, melon friend, right?
What the fuck is melon
A
friend?
melon friend rhymes with elephant.
Wait, are you saying melon friend, like a friend who has a cantaloupe for you?
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Or like someone who grows, your friend that grows melons?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be my melon friend. Like the only that you like.
As long as you'll be,
Yeah.
I can be your melon
Yeah, it's
friend,
like you got a
baby.
melon guy for it. So you got melon friend.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
meat. I don't know what that's.
Well, I mean that's an M word. That would have been but melon friend rhymes with elephant.
Okay. And
Uh-huh.
E
That's
is
a stretch.
the.
Well, think of something else that rhymes with elephant that starts with M.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it didn't have to.
wait,
start
why
with
did it have
M.
to start with M?
Because man, I'm thirsty.
There's no. There's
but-
absolutely no way that we would ever have arrived at that if you hadn't have spelled it out.
Okay, and then
This is a terrible
elephant
game.
starts with E, which is the middle letter of green, which is the color of a tree I saw back there. See?
You just said it, didn't you? Didn't have to see
Man,
it.
I'm thirsty. Tree. It's like we're speaking in Cockney here.
I don't think if you were thirsty, you would want to see a tree.
That's not the point. The tree, thirsty, man, I'm thirsty, M, melon friend, elephant, green, tree. This is fucking stupid. I don't want to play this game.